Hey YouTube friends, this is Dawn, and I haven't been on YouTube for quite a while because of some health issues I've experienced over this past year. And so starting here in January 2025, I'm making an effort to make some more videos and to reconnect with all of you who've subscribed to my channel and for those who would like to subscribe in the future. So today I thought for the beginning of January that I would go through some of the products that I either purchased this year or got for Christmas or something like that, and kind of go through and do a little review on some things. So every January, I always start off with a planner. Being a teacher in the past, retired, I always love planners, and of course, there's so many different ones to choose from. I like a hardback cover. Some people don't. They like soft bound, but I like a hardbound cover. Of course, you can put a lot of your information of planning social occasions and appointments and things in your Google Calendar, and I do that also, but I still like to have this hardback copy of a planner. There's space in the planner for writing down notes of things that you want to do, goals. I wrote down my New Year's resolutions, and just put all my planning in there for the month of January. So I don't know about you, but I live in the Midwest, and so it's been snowy and cold, and people haven't been getting out as much. People have been snowed in, and so we're starting to enter into that kind of winter blah season. Today at least we saw some sunshine, but the temperatures are really plunging. So I just enjoy being in my home during this time with my fireplace on, a cup of coffee or tea, and just doing things in the home. I like to read, and so last year I attempted to start a book club with my church group women, and it went for a few months and then sort of fizzled out by summer because of scheduling and that sort of thing. But it was nice to have it during the winter months. So the first book we started with for our group was this book called The Women of the Bible Speak. It's by Shannon Bream, and she is a Fox News contributor. And so when I purchased the book, when she came out with it last year, or maybe it was the year before, but anyway, so she came out with it, and the first few copies that people ordered, they were signed copies, so that was nice. And then also you could purchase a workbook to go along with it for your Bible studies or your book clubs. And so we liked the book. It was updated as far as looking at the characters of the Bible, comparing two women for each chapter, for example, Sarah and Hagar. And so Shannon had some really interesting takes on looking at the women and what they had gone through, and then also connecting it to modern women. So it was an interesting book to look at and sparked a lot of conversation. The second book we did was from a local writer by Katie Schwarman. This is called The Saints of Whistle Grove, and she has written several other books, historical fiction based on a community near here, about 30 miles west of here. And it's about a little church that started back in the 1800s, and she sort of traces all these different family members of this church and what they had gone through from back in the 1800s all the way up to modern times. I remember there's an episode of the 1950s when they all had, or not all of them, but the polio was going around, and one girl was very affected by it, so that was something that really stood out to me in the book. But anyway, this is a great read for anyone looking for a book that's talking about historical fiction and small town rural communities and things like that, and the body of Christ and the community of believers. And so if you're interested, this is a very good book. I also came across this Christian author that I was interested in. She's written several of these back in time series types of books, and I'm currently reading this one right here called Falling for the 50s, and it's about this woman who's going back to see her grandparents for their 60th wedding anniversary, and she ends up going to a bed and breakfast and going back in time and finding herself in the 1950s. And so it's quite a clever book that I found interesting, kind of a romance but yet a historical fiction. And this one here, Taste of the 20s, similar situation. The character is a sous chef, and she's in modern times when it starts, but then she goes back, like somehow she's transported back to the 1920s. So these are just some fun reads if you're looking for something just light to read. And when you purchase this woman, her name is Stefina McGee, Christian author. If we purchase her books, she, at least in the beginning, when you could order them from her online, she would always have the copies signed for you. So anyway, so that's a good group of books to look at. Also, if you're interested in travel books or allegory that focus on like Christian proverbs and principles, these books I found interesting. One of them is called The Traveler's Secret. The other one, The Servant with One Talent. These are by Michael Ivanov. And I found these books to be interesting if you like more allegory in your reading. And then let's see what else. Oh, this was probably my favorite book for the year by Francine Rivers. She's a very popular Christian writer, and this one was called Leota's Garden. We read this in the spring, right around the time when the flowers were coming out, and our group ended up going to a local botanical garden and looking at all the beautiful flowers, and there was like a little event with music, and they had wine and some charcuterie boards that day, and so it was kind of a fun day with our book club connecting with this book about this woman who had once had a very beautiful garden in her backyard, but then she had gotten older and it had kind of gotten overgrown, and then you see the grandchildren come in and the local neighbors, college boys, come over and they start helping her revive her garden. And so this is a really good book. So those are some of the books that I've read this year. So I always encourage people, if they like reading, to always make sure they try to keep up and do some reading, try to join a book club. I noticed my local library has a book club going right now. They're starting, and another week from now they're going to have their first meeting. So that's always something that I encourage people to do. Also, this year I joined the YMCA, and so I'm going to the swimming, the aquatic classes, also the Y offers personal trainers. So I've been meeting with my personal trainer a couple times a week, and so that's helping me with some of my health issues as well. And so I encourage people to do that through the YMCA. And then my husband and I decided to join a dance class that they had. I was going to show you. They had this little flyer, dance lessons, and so we they have them on Sunday afternoons from 2 to 3 at the Y, and this man from the Fred Astaire studio, he teaches different dances, such as like this past week we learned the foxtrot, so that was a fun afternoon. And what else? Okay, so some things that I got for Christmas. My main gift that I got for Christmas was I got this iPad that I'm using now, and it is the iPad Air is the name of it. And I bought a case for it, so I'll show you the case. So this is the case that I purchased from Amazon, and I like it. Like, you slide it in here, it's got, padding and everything, it's soft. It's got a couple of pouches, you can zip them, and this is where I put the charger in here. And so I also had received with this gift some accessories for the iPad. The one accessory that I don't have on there currently is this ESR. It's a keyboard. Oops. So it goes like this, and then you put the iPad on here. It's magnetic, and then you have a Bluetooth connection for the keyboard. So that's nice. The only thing I don't like about it is it doesn't flip or swivel around. So that was the one thing that I didn't like about it, is it only bends back one way. And then the other item that I received was this iPad case that you can just, use it as an iPad without the keyboard. You just use it flat, like if you're not really wanting to type anything on the keyboard. So there was that one. And so I have both of those options. And then I got this new keyboard, just came in today. I saw it online, and it does have a swivel, so it swivels like, you know, swivels all the way around like 360, and you can flip it either way, so you can either turn it into a flat, you know, flat iPad, or you can use the keyboard with it. So I kind of liked those options with this particular keyboard, and you can get it in all kinds of different colors. Hot pink, I think they had about 10 colors to choose from. I just got it in the silver. You can't really see it. I don't know. If I go down like this, you probably can't really see, but anyway, the keyboard is not as nice, I don't think, really, as this black one. This black one is very sturdy, whereas this new one I got today, I'm trying to think of the brand. It just seems like it's a little flimsier, kind of more plasticky, but I like the way it swivels around, but I don't know if it'll really hold up very well. I've only just started using it today. So anyway, so you kind of, when you first get something and you're trying to figure it out, you know, you just try to figure out how best you're going to use this, and so on and so forth. So anyway, so the iPad was my biggest part of my Christmas, and then I also got this standing desk, so I'll see if you can see it, the standing desk, because I have back issues and I can't really sit for very long. So I got a standing desk. I also got, I ordered this, hasn't come in yet, but it's one of those walking pads, because I didn't like a great big cumbersome, you know, treadmill. But I just got this like walking pad that I can slide under here and use it with the standing desk, or I can just put it anywhere in the house. It's not very heavy. Slide it under the bed. So I'll update you on that when I get that. Okay, so another thing is clothing items for Christmas, right? So I didn't get a lot of clothing this year, but I did get this like suede vest with the sheepskin trim, and it looks like it has, yeah, it has leather on the pockets. And I got this from Talbot's. This is a size medium. I don't know if you can see it very well. But anyway, so I got this vest, and it's kind of nice for winter. It keeps you warm, but it's not as heavy as a big heavy coat, because a lot of times in this weather that we have, sometimes it's just not, it's cold, but yet you just feel so wrapped up when you have one of those really, really heavy coats on. And with people like me that are going through menopause or have gone through menopause, you just have a lot of hot flashes. So anyway, I like this vest, and maybe I should have gotten a large. I don't know. I feel like it's a little, the medium's a little snug on me. But anyway, so I really do like this vest though. So I can take this off and show you. This is a Talbot's medium. This is what the back looked like. And so anyway, so this is one of my clothing items that I've got. And then what else? Oh, I got some new tennis shoes, and they are not expensive tennis shoes at all. These are from TJ Maxx. See if I can show you. Okay. All right, so these, they're kind of, they have like, I don't know, like a star on the side, and they're kind of gold, silvery looking. And they kind of remind me of those Golden Goose shoes. They kind of look like that, but these aren't real super expensive, but they're just kind of cute. And just, so yeah, so I like them. Not necessarily for real super athletic wear, but just to kind of wear them around. And so anyway, we'll see how those go. I've only worn them a couple times, so, but they're size 7.5. And I'll show you a little bit closer up. This is what they look like. Let's see, they're called VH. They came from TJ Maxx. I think maybe like $30. But they look a lot like the Golden Goose shoes, kind of a dupe, I guess you would call it. Okay, and then what else? I got another pair of shoes that I got for Christmas, and they are the Uggs. They are not the dupes, but they are the actual Uggs, and they're super soft, and they're kind of like platform like or something. They're real thick sole, You just slide them on. They're super warm. These are a size 8, so I don't know if they come in half sizes or not, but anyway, these are 8s, and they just barely fit me. So I don't know if they just run small or what, but anyway, so that's the Uggs. They're just, for me, I don't wear them outside that much. I just sort of wear them around as slippers, but they're nice. I have to get used to the platform on the bottom, but anyway, so my daughter just got these for me, and she told me that I would really like them, and so I do enjoy them. They're a gray color, and so that's something else. And then as far as makeup is concerned, I didn't get a lot of beauty makeup products this season. I only got 2 items, so I'll show you those. And they are both e.l.f., which I've never used these products before, or this brand. Almost everything I have is like Clinique or Lancome, but my daughter purchased these for me, and so it's the e.l.f. Halo Glow Liquid Filter, and I put this on, and it really makes your face glow. It really gives it a nice look to it. You can either put it on just plain without your foundation, or you can put this on and then put your regular foundation over it. Or maybe you can do it the other way around. I don't know. I haven't tried it that way. I just wore it just by itself to go to the gym. It kind of looked nice. And then this is the eyebrow lift. And so I just tried this with the little eyebrow brush. And it's just kind of a real like gooey substance of some kind, clear, but it just kind of lifts up your eyebrows, obviously, and kind of keeps them in place. I've noticed that they have this new technique here locally where they do this eyebrow lifting technique. It's called eyebrow lamination, I think it is. I don't know if anybody out there has tried that yet, or how long that lasts or anything, but that would be interesting to try maybe. But the only thing that I don't care for this is it does not smell like my Clinique. My Clinique makeup smells very, very clean. I don't notice any fragrance to Clinique. It just has a very clean, fresh, but this one has kind of a strange odor, at least to me. Maybe it's just me, but I just think it has a strange odor. But, you know, once you get it on your face, you don't really notice that. But when you first take it out of the bottle, so that's the one thing I didn't like about it. I don't know, if maybe there's some people out here in the comments can tell me if there's some other glow cosmetics out there on the market that kind of do the same type of thing but don't have that kind of smell to it. So I don't really can't even classify what the smell is. It just doesn't smell fresh. So anyway, so these are the 2 makeup items. And then I did get to hair products. Okay, so I got some new hair products. This one I ordered from the Paul Mitchell website because I always order Paul Mitchell products for my shampoo and hairspray and stuff. And so I got this NeuroGlide. I guess it's kind of like a curling iron, I guess you would say. It doesn't have a clamp to clamp down on your hair. You just you know, there's this little lever here that you release because you wrap it, you know, obviously you wrap it around your hair to create those beachy waves, and then you release it with this, okay? And it does heat up. You plug it in and it heats up, and you just give yourself those beachy waves, and you use this little comb on the side to kind of hold your hair in place. I didn't really care for it as much as a regular curling iron, but I thought I would try this because it's supposed to be more gentle on your hair. There's not as much heat on it. So maybe I'll continue to give it a try. But anyway, this one's called the NeuroGlide. It's for beachy waves. And I also purchased this one off of Amazon. Okay, I got this one. It's called Hot Tools Pro Artist. And this is a 2-barrel. I've never had a 2-barrel curling iron. I usually always have a, you know, 3/4 inch or 1 inch type, you know, the regular. But this one is a 2-inch, and it's for those real beachy waves. It just kind of gives your hair just a wave. As you can see, I used it today on my hair, and it doesn't like overly curl it, you know, it just gives it some wave. And so anyway, so I like this, and it has different temperatures that you can, I usually put it on 380, but you could put it lower, on off switch and stuff. So anyway, so this is a very nice tool. I can't remember how much I paid for this, but it wasn't super cheap really. But anyway, I got it on Amazon. So this is the brand. And I did get a scarf for Christmas. I always ask for a scarf. This one, I like plaid scarves. I kind of really want to replace my Burberry scarf that I've had for about 20 years. It's starting to get a little ratty. This one, of course, is not a Burberry, but it's very nice, very soft. And the brand is Vince Camuto. And so it's not super expensive, $38. But it's very soft, and it has the nice colors that I like, the tans, the creams. Has kind of a navy blue, so it goes with a lot. But anyway, so I did get this scarf. I haven't worn it out anywhere yet, but it's nice. And then I did get a new coat that I'm not gonna wear in January, but I'll wear it next season, because I believe I got it on sale actually after Christmas, and it's the Christmas red coat from Talbot's. So I'll put it on for a moment so you can see how beautiful this coat is. But oh my goodness, this coat is stunning. It is so pretty, and it just feels like you're in a Hallmark movie when you have this coat on. And it has gold buttons, and it has gold chains on the pockets. And this is a size medium, I think. I'll have to look at it to double check on that. But anyway, so it's got pockets here in the front. It's roomy enough, you know. But look how pretty this red coat is. I guess I could wear it in January. I could wear it for Valentine's, right? But this is a pretty red coat from Talbot's, and it's just I just can't pass up a pretty red coat, especially for the holidays. So anyway, so I got this on sale from Talbot's, and I really enjoy it. So I want to show you the size of this, because I don't know for sure how the sizing is. Okay, so it is, oh, well, look at that. I ended up, these are size like 4, 6, 8, 10, and so on. So I ended up, because it was on sale, I think I had to get a 10. I usually wear an 8. But, so you can see that this is fairly roomy, so I could wear a pretty thick sweater or something under this. So it is a little roomier than maybe what I normally wear, but still I think it's pretty nice. So this one is a 10. So, as far as my house decor for the year, I took down all my Christmas decorations except for a few items. I still have up a couple little faux trees, and I have some plaid, as you can see here. I don't know if you can see, but for the living room area, I've got a couple little plaid reindeer back there, and I've got a couple little trees and some plaid Afghans. I left my Christmas dishes in the china hutch, so you can see that. And, you know, I left up a few wreaths around, just a little bit. I'll show you what the living room looks like. So we'll just bring the camera in here. Okay, so this is how I did the living room after we took down the tree. So I decided to put my glass round table in the middle of these two white chairs and just leave the reindeer up. I used to have the glass table in the middle of the room, but it was taking up so much space. So I feel like it's more open in here. And then for my dining room, you see I put up my, you know, I have my Linux dishes in the hutch, and the table, I just have some evergreen and, you know, a Black Watch pattern runner. And so just really not a whole lot of Christmassy stuff. I still left up a Christmas wreath. I'll show you what it looks like outside where we live. It's cold. Lots of snow. So anyway, so that's the house for now. As far as the kitchen, I don't have the kitchen decorated at all. It's just the same. I took down most of my Christmas decorations. Oh, we did get something new. Unfortunately, it was not because I wanted to, but it's because my dishwasher started leaking. It was only 7 years old. It was a KitchenAid. And so I got a new dishwasher. This is also a KitchenAid. It's almost the same as my old one. More expensive, like double the price. But it's got a better motor. And it's got this top rack that has this indentation here, and then this removable little silverware rack. And then it's got this drawer, and this drawer is adjustable. My other one wasn't, but you can shift this one to make it higher or lower. It's got 2 or 3 settings to adjust that, and then of course the bottom. So anyway, so I got a new KitchenAid dishwasher, and it's running really great. It's very, very quiet. I was just bummed that my other one started leaking after 7 years. I thought that you could get more use out of a dishwasher, but apparently not. So, so that's my January, you know, recap, I guess, of this year. Like I said, I've had a lot of health issues with my lower back, and I'm going to physical therapy, and I'm working with the trainer, and you know, just trying to do everything I can to like get healthy again. And so hopefully I'll be able to be back on YouTube, and I still have my vendor booth. Okay, so I've been doing my vendor booth, and it's been doing okay. Even during the off season, it's been at least making its rent and stuff. But the last time I decorated, it was for Christmas, so I actually have to get over there next week, and I might post a video on that, but I'll need to take down whatever Christmas is left over. And actually I might go over there Thursday, but I need to get down the Christmas stuff and get up maybe some of my Valentine for the booth, and so I do that, and so yeah, so hopefully you guys will keep following me on YouTube, and you know, I'll continue to make some videos about my home, about thrifting, about my vendor booth, about purchases I make, beauty, fashion, things like that. And so anyway, I wanted to come on here and wish you a happy new year, and just let you know that I'm still around. Okay, so see you later.